Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the RISE podcast, where we dive deep into all things fifth dimensional, helping others heal body, mind, and soul. If you're ready to reconnect to who you truly are, step into your power, and find ways to set your soul on fire, well then, you've come to the right place. I'm your host, Jen, Fearless Leader at RISE Innerversity, also known as the Empire Heyoke, a quantum shaman, Lemurian priestess of the New Earth, and Empire Builder. My mission is to help other visionary starseeds and lightworkers, New Earth builders, and trailblazers gain clarity on their purpose, fully activate into their power, and live in divine prosperity by claiming the empire within. Each week, we dive deep to help you find ways to unleash your inner magic, quantum jump your awakening, break through limitation, transcend to the fifth dimension, ways to create the life you want and heal. Together, we can make a massive impact on the world, and it is time we rise. Rainbow Warriors, initiation into service and evolution. Hello, adventurers! Welcome back to another episode of the Awakening Hour podcast. My name is Jen, also known as the Empire Heyoke, and I will be your host for today. I am super excited to be getting back into the podcast. I know it's been about maybe 2 weeks. I've been off. I went to Roswell, New Mexico for the UFO Expo, and I'll give an update about that here in a little bit. But I really want to dive into today's topic and introduce what we're going to be going over, guys. So if you haven't noticed or you haven't been paying attention, today, well, actually the starting of this week, we were coming into a cosmic new year. And what is a cosmic new year? Well, life and nature in itself goes through different cycles, guys. So we just closed out the winter cycle, and we are going into the spring season. Not only that, but it is also it was a full moon yesterday in Aries that starts off the astrological calendar. Aries is the first sign. So there's a lot of new fiery, new energy in the air. And today we're going to touch on the spring season and how you, as the soulpreneur, the light warrior who is here to help co-create a new earth, can tap into this energy to benefit your mission. So spring is a time of renewal, growth, and transformation. And as the weather starts to warm up, of course it's still bipolar here in Houston, you see the trees start to bud, the flowers start to bloom, new growth comes in after a period of a lot of things just dying. Winter is a great time to do shadow work and let go of those things that are no longer serving us. So now that we are entering into a new season, spring, it is the time of renewal, growth, and transformation. So we're really going to touch on the cosmic new year as it begins, and how you can benefit from this energy. It is a perfect time to set those intentions, make those changes, and take actions towards your goals. So sit back and let's awaken our inner warrior together. This is the Awakening Hour podcast. We are in season 3, episode 5. And today's topic is embracing the energy of the cosmic new year, a blueprint for light warriors. Today is March 22nd, and it's actually 10:22 on the timer. Running a little bit behind today, guys, because I woke up with a headache this morning from this energy. So let's talk about the topics that we're going to be discussing. in this podcast, okay? There's so many different ways to embrace the spring season. For those of you who don't know, and I guess I can input it now, this show is sponsored by RISE Innerversity, and that is my academy for LightWarriors. And inside the Innerversity, we embrace the seasons and really tapping into this energy. So the spring courses have been launched, and a lot of the topics that we're going to go over today, there are courses inside to really help you navigate through this and take this knowledge that we're going to be discussing today to a deeper level and start to apply it to your life and really embody it. That's what we teach inside of RISE University. It's not tools. We need to embody this to help make the change that we are here to do and co-create a new earth. So the topics we're going to be going over today is the concept of the cosmic new year. And we're going to touch a little bit on the spiritual traditions. We're going to explain how the cosmic new year coincides with the start of the spring season, provide you some tips on how to embrace the energy, and how ultimately it can help benefit your mission, and encourage you to reflect on your vision and your purpose. Set clear goals, take action toward your goals, and also stay grounded within your spiritual practice. Remember, embodying it. So, again, this show is sponsored by RISE University. It is open. Make sure that you dive into checking out what we have to offer. It is the first that I have found. I have not found anything else like it out there. It is the first choose your own adventure educational platform that will help you embrace business, spiritual, and personal development. So it all goes hand in hand, especially if you're here to co-create a new earth. You're going to do that in some type of business fashion, and that my journey has totally gone hand in hand with my spiritual awakening. So let's dive into today's. Well, before we do that, make sure that I have some upcoming announcements, and make sure you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow the show, share this out. Definitely put it in your stories in Instagram, tag me, send me questions. If you want to see something, you want to hear something, definitely let me know, a topic to be discussed. And incoming April, I'm going to be opening up for speakers. I want to have very high vibe conversations with others out there that are co-creating a new earth, so that we can start doing this together, because again, it's not all about me. RISE University is a co-collaborative platform. So if you are interested in becoming a speaker, send me a message, get a hold of me, and let me know. You can also find us, you can follow me if you haven't already on Instagram at RISE Innerversity, INNEE, blah, blah, blah. Let me say the whole thing over again, at RISE Innerversity, RISE Innerversity. And the website is www.riseinnerversity.com. You can find all the links within the description wherever you are listening to this. So yeah, hit me up. I would love to co-collaborate with you. So yes, sorry guys, I am just a bit discombobulated with this spring energy. I am Pisces, so I do spend a lot of time in the etherics already. Pisces season really impacted me. I did go into a bit of a rest mode. I'm a manifester in human design, so I honored that. But now that if you haven't felt the shift, I definitely have felt the shift. I'm working on grounding this fiery energy down right now. So that's probably why I have a bit of a headache. It's more of an energetic headache. So let's dive into today's episode. First, we're going to start off with how can a spiritual entrepreneur or a soulpreneur, light warrior, whatever you want to call yourself, embrace this energy to benefit their mission? Well, let's first talk about taking time to reflect on your vision and purpose. The Gregorian calendar and the matrix system has us believing that New Year's really starts on January 1st. And that is the time that a lot of people set, goals and really do a forecast of the year ahead. Now, I forecast my year ahead two different ways. On my birthday, which is March, at the beginning of March, March 6th, and I pull my solar return. What is it showing me in the year to come? So I do teach, I'll be teaching a similar class around that inside of RISE Innerversity, probably in the summertime. And with that, I also pull one around this time for the year ahead. So I get an overall vision of what to expect energetically, what changes may be coming my way, and really help me get balanced. And also in human design, we did do a podcast on the human design advantage about doing it a human design way. So I'm really investigating on how to incorporate the two, but either way, it's really good to kind of either at the beginning of the spring season, right before the spring equinox, which is always in March, guys. So it's good to get a aerial view, so you can pull a solar return, you can check the energies. But if you don't do that, always know that this is a time to really sit down and reflect on what your vision and your purpose is. What are you passionate about? What are your core values? What do you want to achieve? And inside RISE University, I help show you how to take all that information and chunk it down into different goals. This is why we do things seasonal, because the more that you start to observe and practice mindfulness and be in the moment, you will start to notice that these energetics will start to affect you. The more you raise your vibration, the more you're going to get in tune with natural law than the matrix that they have us in. So let's talk a little bit about reflecting on your vision and your purpose. Discussing the importance on the reflecting of your vision. It's important that you really start to ask yourself why. So when I ask myself what wakes me up in the morning and what keeps me going, you come up with an answer. And then when that answer comes in, you keep asking yourself why. You want to get down to where you have an emotional charge come up, a trigger, why you do what it is that you do. Mine is the world we live in, the children, how our skies are tainted, our food is tainted, the music's tainted, what we watch is tainted. Everything in the world is someone's got their hands in it for a not so good agenda. And it when I keep asking myself why, that's where my fire gets lit. So when you start to reflect on your vision, really start asking yourself why you are doing that. What is your purpose? Now, there's several different ways that you can really go deeper into that by, looking at your human design, what you're designed here to do, your incarnation cross, the nodes, pulling an astrology, all of those different things. But for you to get started, if you are struggling with your vision or your purpose, start asking yourself those key questions of why. When you get to the emotional charge, then you know what wakes you up in the morning, and you will do it day to day. It's not working, it is your mission. So when you get clear, start writing those things down in a journal on a piece of paper. And the more that you write, and when you are writing, do automatic writing. That's, get out of the head. Don't critique yourself. Don't say that, don't worry about grammar issues if it's not perfect, misspellings. Get out of your head and just write, brain dump, put it all on a piece of paper. And this way you get, for me, I'm a visual person, it helps me get it all out on the table, so to say, that I can see. And then when you do that, start asking yourself, do these things align with your higher self? The stuff that's aligning with your higher self, the stuff that's really igniting that passion, that fire within you. And Aries is the perfect time for this, guys. This is why it's so, it starts off with the fire, and you doing this practice will really help you get to the core reasons of why you're here, what it is that you're doing. Just don't pay attention. I know that some of you may still be working a 3D job or stuck in the matrix and doing things just for survival. But when you really get down and reflect on your vision and your purpose, then you'll see that fire come up, and that will ignite you to start pushing you more into your purpose, okay? So really, this is a great way to start the new year if you haven't already. I mean, you have until this weekend. Energy is prime. There's so many massive shifts that this planet hasn't seen, especially our collective, coming our way. So it is the time to really start to reflect on why you are here. And if you are struggling with that outside of doing this exercise, please let me know, because that is what RISE Innerversity helps with. But take some time, especially this weekend, to reflect and set clear intentions for the upcoming year. Where do you want to be next year? Once you do that, it's breaking it down into setting clear and specific goals. This includes creative goals, personal goals, financial goals, and anything else that will help you move closer to your mission. I use goal setting as a form of manifesting, okay? It helps break it down. And when you are looking at it, like, the upcoming year from now until next year, and you start breaking that down into chunks, so we're only going to focus on the season, everything that you've brained up and gotten clear on, this is the part where you're really going to start getting clear. You can break that down into smaller goals. So I do a year goal. I break that down into season, and then I take that and I break it down into months. So it really helps me get clear and precise. And there is a way that I actually break things down, and I do a class on this, and I learned this, and it's called the Eisenhower Matrix. I just made sure I wanted to, I say method, but when you Google search it, it is a matrix, and that is really where you start to delegate, okay? So how you do the Eisenhower Matrix, really quick, Cliff Notes, is that so every morning if you wake up or you have a lot of tasks on your to-do list, you put everything on a to-do list, and then you do like a window pane, like a cross in the middle of the paper. And the first section, the very top section, is urgent. Like, you have to get that done today. You have to do it now. Get it off your list right now, kind of things. And then that would be the top left box. The top right box is the stuff that you can schedule, okay? The stuff that you can either do tomorrow, you can schedule out, you're going to put it on that has to get done for this week. Now, the two bottom are my favorite ones and the most important ones, because this is where it's going to start to show you where you might have a little bit of control issues. So the bottom left is where you delegate, okay? We normally put stuff on our to-do list. If you're anything like me, I know I do this. I put stuff on my to-do list that I can delegate. I should not have to be doing it. But I am one that's like, I know how to do it, so it's easier for me to just do it. This is important. This is where we learn how to work together. So write the stuff that you feel comfortable with, and the more that you do this practice, the more that you'll start adding a little bit more to the delegating list. I will take my own advice on this in that box in the bottom left. So in the bottom right box is the stuff that shouldn't be on your to-do list in the first place. Okay? It's the stuff we think we need to do. But in reality, we really don't need to do it, because if you can't break it into the other three boxes and there's stuff left over, that's the stuff that really just needs to go away. And, it's uncategorized. You delete it, you declutter it, you abort. So that is one of the ways that I help myself stay more organized when it does come to setting the clear and specific goals. So I do hope that you use that. And when you are creating specific goals, or you're getting clear on your vision and your purpose, make sure that they're measurable. Don't go outside of a year. When I was manifesting, I did that. Break them down into measurable goals and time sensitive, okay? Stuff that you can focus on now. Don't overwhelm yourself, especially depending on your human design. You can increase the pressure. Focus on the moment. What is it that you need to get done today? That's why you do an aerial view. You break it down into smaller goals, and then you start executing, okay? And don't beat yourself up. But when you do set goals and you write it down, you can go back and read where you were then and where you are now. And that right there, guys, after 5 years of doing this, over 5 years, that is life-changing, because the times that I felt like I haven't been doing anything and I go back, I've been doing a lot more, and it helps me pat myself on the back, because we can be our own worst critic. So the next thing that we're going to go over is it's important to start to take action on your goals, okay? If you start breaking it down like this and you get smaller ones, one of the most life-changing things that I ever did, especially in the very beginning of my journey and when I was getting sober, was that I would wake up, and I need to start doing this now again. A lot of stuff that I was doing is starting to come back up. Is every morning I wake up and say, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? And just start taking actions. And when it does come to building your empire, your business, there are several different ways to take that action. Reaching out, networking, talking, posting, working on part of your program, getting to know your tribe, those type of things. And I know that depending on, again, your design and what all you have going on, start paying attention to what's working for you and what's not. And this is a big thing that I am going through right now and learning, because I go so big, and I'm learning a lot about my energy and my design and how I operate best. And I can't help it, guys, really, honestly, the more that I observe it. But when I go into rest mode, and I have to wait for that creative energy to come out. So when I do kind of go into MIA, it is when I'm in rest mode, but I am working on doing things that I know that I can do if I'm planning ahead enough then I can be aware of the different energies that may be coming in, different things that are coming my way. It just takes time to do it. And please know that I'm also doing this journey with you as well. I know these things work because I've done them over and over, and it's okay to practice compassion on yourself if you kind of just fall off the wagon for a little bit. Sometimes we do have to check out. I know I do, because everything that's going on around us does impact us stress wise. If we're not mentally feeling it, our bodies are feeling it as well. Because outside of us co creating a new earth and stepping into our missions and leadership roles and building our empires, we are also energetically transmuting a lot of stuff around us. So definitely practice compassion on yourself. I hope that the way that this podcast is going and setting the goals and stuff like that, the information you are finding valuable and that it really impacts your life. So start to take actions on your goals. And the most important thing to remember too through this journey is to stay grounded. Make sure that you are connected to your spiritual practice, whether that's going walking, running, working out, doing yoga, meditating. Just make sure you're taking care of your own self and practicing self-care. It is vital. Drink water, high vibration foods. Start seeking out people that are more in alignment with you. It is very important that we do this. It's very important for this upcoming this year to come. Guys, I'm telling you, like, we're going to be experiencing energies that this collective has never experienced. So just make sure that the more that you are practicing the self-care and you're prioritizing yourself in a healthy way, selfishness is not always negative. It's in a healthy way. It's just like when you're in an airplane and it's going down, they tell you to put your own oxygen mask on first before you start to help others. This is the way that you do it when you start maintaining and practicing a daily spiritual practice. And if you fall off of it, it is quite okay. Just get back on the horse again. I do myself too. I am in constant walking my spiritual practice. There are things that I want to get back more into, just like when I said earlier, I need to start including that in my morning mantras and prayers when I connect, because I meditate as soon as I wake up, because I have that connection and I say a prayer and I set the intentions. I need to add, how can I be better today than I was yesterday into that. So it's those type of things, but just make sure that you are practicing mindfulness, spending time in nature, getting outside, grounding, and you guys know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, get your ass inside of RISE Innerversity, because we have 5 courses already that are in the spring season, which the name of the season is the Season of Magic. So there are already 5 courses, and then we have a set of courses that will be a permanent fixture inside of RISE Innerversity that will constantly be updated. So it's information that you're going to need throughout the year. So I didn't want to take that down, like avatar wellness, meditating, all of those things. I want to make sure that that's always available to you guys. So there are going to be more courses inside of RISE for the spring season. I'm getting in my rhythm now that I've broke everything down. And guys, if you could see it, like, I went and got one of those big presentation papers so I could draw. I've got sheets and sheets of stuff that's coming through. But that is up and running. It's enrollment is available to you. It is a choose your own adventure platform. And what does that mean? I'm going to be tweaking things as we go, but guys, it is going to cover the spiritual, personal, and business development. The copper membership is, sorry guys, I was doing two things at once, three things at once. Define Head Center. So the copper membership is only $22 a month, and that is covers your tuition. It is a learn at your own pace. It is a choose your own adventure. You learn on your own schedule. You can do this from anywhere in the world, and it is available on your phone as well. You have access to all the seasonal courses. Each season will have about 5 to 8 different courses, maybe more, that are going to be rotating through the year. I am adding more masterminds and workshops within that. So anybody that is in the copper tuition, if they're a member or student, they will have access to all the live only. So whatever time and everything like that, you can definitely jump on the live, but you won't get access to the replays. You also, if you're a student, you will get exclusive discounts to any of the accelerator programs. Those are going to be my high-end courses that are going to be coming out, like really the 13-week how to build your business. I have the Service Accelerator, the Evolution Accelerator that's coming out, Moon Key Initiation course that's going to be at discount, those type of things. The really big hands-on, you're going to have to be present. Those type of courses are going to be coming out as well this year. So you get access to all the community with fellow students and other people who will be able to support you on your journey. This is so important. And you get access to me and other coaches and instructors that are going to be coming in to help you achieve your goals. So all of that included, then you get to be able to advertise your business or your mission inside of RISE Innerversity, or the Rooted Publishing House magazine that's going to be coming out seasonally as well. All of the students get to write for that. The copper membership gets small billboards, I guess is what it's called, small advertisements. If you want to upgrade that, you can become a silver alchemist, and that tuition fee is $55 a month. But that gets you more. You get everything in the copper membership, but you get additional courses to help start you in your mission and building your empire. Bi-weekly group coaching calls at 2 different convenient times, access to all the workshops that we're going to be doing, plus access to the playbacks, group readings, so that you can get intuitive guidance and clarity from me. So that there's 2 different convenient tuition fees for you. And if you are struggling financially, please reach out to me. We will definitely work something out about that. And of course, if you want to, you can become a gold alchemist. That is where you're going to get everything in the copper and the silver. There's only 5 spots available per season. We have one lady that's already enrolled. I absolutely love her. But this is where you really get hands-on with me. So you get 7 bi-weekly one-on-one coaching calls that last anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. Access to all the playbacks from that. One-on-one guidance. We really customize your own adventure. I get down to what it is you need help with, and we map it all out. You get a free, it's included, it's not free, but an avatar breakthrough session, so through human design, to help you start learning how to navigate and use your human design. Also, private access to me and to ask questions or receive guidance, and 6 months inside of the RISE Innerversity, plus writing for the magazine, big advertisements, all of those things are included. So definitely check it out if you want more information. Look at the links in the description wherever you can find it. Send me a message on Instagram. I'd love to chat with you. Send a raven into the DM, and I will get back with you and we can definitely chat. So if you haven't checked out the new website, definitely do that, riseinnerversity.com. And I didn't mean to go into a self-promo thing, guys, but I do want to talk about RISE Innerversity so that it's explained better. Sometimes a lot of the downloads that I receive in the creative energy, it's easier for me to talk about it and tweak it when it comes writing. But it is really being formatted to choose your own adventure. I loved those books when I was younger, so it makes me excited. It brings out my inner child, and I hope it brings out your inner child as well. So it's going to be forever growing. I definitely get in, become a student. I would love to help you in your journey to build your empire and co-collaborate together. So I believe I touched on all the topics today. I just want to make sure. I did. Oh, perfect. In today's episode, we went over at the very beginning the Cosmic New Year and its significance to different spiritual traditions. I did touch on that in the intro. I'm not going to elaborate on it more. We did explain the Cosmic New Year and how it coincides with the start of the spring. If you pull up any astrology calendar, Aries is the first sign. So, and many other different cultures follow this as well. Definitely provided you tips in a way to really break down the upcoming year, how to embrace the spring season to benefit your mission. And I really do encourage you guys to reflect on your vision, set those goals, start taking the action, and definitely stay grounded in your spiritual practice. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the show. Share this in your stories. Send me a tag. I'd love to connect with you for not following each other. I'd love to just know who you are. What are you here for? We are all here for amazing, beautiful things to help co-create a new earth. And I am excited to connect with you. So with that said, guys, I hope everyone has a beautiful and blessed day. Much love. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye now.